some good taste here. Okay, let me send the link again to the slides. If you have joined recently, click on that because there are a lot of really important links in this. And so you can click on it and then it'll save in your history, I'm pretty sure, so that you can access this slide deck later if you want to come back and look at the links or whatever. So I'm going to keep resending it as people enter because when people enter, they can't view the chat before. So if you keep seeing me like resend it. Okay, I'm going to send it one more time. Hey, Sarah, how are you? I might as well, I'm going to wait like 30 more seconds. Next icebreaker question. If you were a teacher, what subject would you teach? What would you enjoy teaching? You can make up a new subject if you want, or a subject that you like, think that you would really enjoy. Biology, English, science. Okay, got 2 sciences so far. U.S. history, music, dance, computer programming, art history, algebra, an art class, book club. I love that. Chemistry. Who said chemistry? Altroy. That's exciting. Mercedes said art. Y'all are typing so fast. Dance.
Automobile.
Anything like car related. That's so cool. Video game design, world history. Okay, what about like a new subject? If you felt like, okay, this is something that's missing and I wish that we were taught this. What's a subject that you would have fun teaching? Some of y'all said like dance already, which is kind of like that, I guess. But what's like something that's not part of the core? Video game design, Emily said that. Ancient history, Japanese. You know what? That's a great one. Blacksmithing, gymnastics, Autobots, rollout, voice acting. That's cool. Voice acting. Learning how to do taxes. Yes. Cooking and baking. How to build credit. That is a great one. Adulting. Social issues today. Mental health. An art class. Those are so awesome. I love all of these. Hey guys, welcome to chemistry. Here's the link to class again, to this slide deck. If you have joined recently, click on that and it'll save to your drive. That way you can look at all the links later. How to be a functioning adult. I love it. Screenwriting. That's so cool. Man, these are all really cool subjects. I didn't see any like engineering focused. Anyone that would like enjoy teaching like maybe robotics or STEM or something engineering. You're in art history right now. That's so cool. That is so awesome. I love all of these responses. Okay, next reminder, please fill out this getting to know you form. Let me resend it again. This form right here, I'm sending it right now. Go ahead and click on that and don't work on it right now, but come to it later. It will really help me when it comes to contacting you. Thank you, Jasmine, for filling that out. I can't promise to always, like, I'm going to try my best to reference this form for you every time you fill it out. But the more people that fill it out, the more helpful it is, because if only like 5 people fill it out, then I won't like reference it all the time, if that makes sense. But if most of y'all fill this out, it'll be really helpful for me to keep up so that I say, oh, okay, this person has a different phone number than what's on file. And I'm calling their parents instead of calling them or texting them, and it's going to somebody else. So please fill out that form and it really helps me. Thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you, Loriana. I've read, I think, almost all of them, unless you filled them out like yesterday. I've read them all. They were really helpful for me. Thank you so much. Yeah, so please click on that form, which is, again, right here in the chat, and just put it up on your tab so that you remember to fill it out later so that I can know how to best help you, and it helps me like get to know you. So I would appreciate that. Okay, so welcome to your first week of school. How's everybody doing? Y'all getting into the classes already? Y'all completed some lessons? Doing pretty good? How many of y'all have completed some lessons already? Already on quiz 1? Awesome, awesome. I love that. You're a day ahead in all your classes. It's hard to get back into school. I understand that. Lesson 3 is hard. How many of y'all think lesson 3 is hard for chemistry? Anybody on lesson 3? Are y'all raising your hand to say you think it's hard, or are you raising your hand to ask a question? Because if you can unmute yourself if you have a question. Yeah, lesson 3 and 4 are going to be the ones that are math-based for chemistry. And you can come to me if you need help, and I'll go through them with you. But I will talk about them today. Okay, so hold on. I'll talk about lesson 3 and lesson 4 today. Yeah, some of the lessons are long. I'm sorry. If you ever want to just complete them in my classroom, you can come to my classroom and I would love to work on them with you. Yeah, some of them are hard to read. Okay, so next thing, you can scan this if you want so that you don't have to type it out. But send me a text from the cell phone number you want me to use. Include your name and an emoji of how you feel today. If you don't have a phone number or you don't want to use a cell phone number, you don't have to do this. You could email me if you want to do that instead. But if you have a cell phone and you don't want me calling your parents accidentally or texting your parents accidentally this year, then text me right now so that I have it. Please include your name and you can do an emoji of how you feel. Let me see how quickly I'm getting these texts. My YouTube videos are helpful. That means so much. Thank you. Because sometimes I see that there's only like a few views and I'm like, oh, is this even worth it? Maybe somebody's calling me. You don't need to call me right now. I'm not gonna answer right now. You can text me though. Text me how you feel. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Y'all are all calling me now. Just text me how you feel with an emoji. That's great. Or you can email me. Yes, put the name you prefer to go by, but also put your name so that I know like who you are, if that makes sense. Okay, awesome. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Texts are coming in. You can email me now if you want to, Allison, or you can, like if you have time or if you want to do it later, you can. Just if you don't want to use a phone, you can email me and like put an emoji of how you feel. Hey, Savian, how are you? And it's totally fine if you don't have a phone. Totally fine. You can. It'll help me to note that. You can email me if you want to instead of texting me, or you can just put it in the chat right here. If you'd rather just put how you feel in the chat right here. Still getting the texts. I love it. I've gotten 10 texts so far, I think. Y'all are doing great. Okay. Everybody had time to text me. You feel amazing. I'm so glad. It's okay, Xavier. You need more coffee? Yeah, I feel that. Okay, everybody had time to text me? We good? Okay, next slide. Okay, here's a little bit about me. I condensed it because y'all probably know this. A lot of y'all have seen this if you got my welcome letter. Hey, Alexis. So I was born and raised in Tyler, Texas. I got my degree in chemistry from UT Tyler. But just as a side note, I did not like chemistry in high school at all. So if you don't like chemistry, I understand that. Hey, Landon, what's your question?
It's not more of a question, but it's what I put on the survey.
Okay.
So you know how there was a question that said, who's your hero?
Yeah.
I put Michael Jackson.
That's awesome. I love it. How many of y'all like Michael Jackson? That's great. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all are raising your hand to say you agree. I love that. That's so funny. Okay, so I got my degree of chemistry at UT Tyler. But if you don't like chemistry, just know that I was in the same place in high school, but my mind really got changed in college. And so I understand how you feel. And I also really love chemistry now. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I'm married to my high school crush. He's in the top left, and in a lot of the pictures there, you can see him. Yes, I love my family. You can see some pictures of my nieces and nephews in the pictures there. Those are not my kids. Those are my nieces and nephews. I love bread, coffee, and baking. Just this morning, I had 2 scones that I made last night. So I love like anything bread related. And it may have to do with the fact that I'm pregnant. So I have a baby boy due in December. So that's exciting. And that's just a little bit about me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So I'm excited because like it's not going to be really interrupting for the semester. I'm going to have y'all for the whole semester, and like y'all are my students and baby's due in December. So it works out perfectly. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Okay, if you want, real quick, I'm going to give y'all like 30 seconds or a minute if you need to go grab it. But show me your animals. If you have a pet that might be around doing live class, I'd love to see them. Actually, I should get my dog. I should be getting my dog. Let's see your pets. And y'all will see caption. Okay, Piper, hold on. You can unpin my screen for a second so that you can see other people better. Okay, I see some dogs. That's so cute. Megan, is that a poodle or a golden doodle? No, it's not. It's a golden retriever. Oh, Jasmine, it's a cute dog.
Wait, can you guys see him? He's on his pillow.
I can, actually. That's so cute. Anybody else? I love that. Thank you, Xavier. Your cat's asleep. Oh, that's such a cute dog, Alexis. That's so cute. Eden, that's so cute. That cat. Oh, Caitlin, your dog is so cute. Colin, your dog is so cute. If you'll come here. Come here, buddy. I think he's sleeping. He's not coming. If you don't have any pets, that's fine. Come here, buddy. The one time he's not coming. Come here. All right, jump up. Jump up.
I would like to show you my dog.
All right, jump up. All right, this is Captain. He's a golden doodle. He's acting kind of weird right now. I don't know why. Normally he's like all over the place. Okay, who wanted to show me their dog?
I don't mind him.
Luna.
Come here, baby.
Oh, I see all these dogs. They're so cute. Sarah, your cat is so cute. McKenna, I love your cat. Oh, Landon, that's a cute dog. Such a sweet boy.
It's my mom's service dog.
It's my mom's service dog.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
I called my dad.
Wait, there's also Remy. There's Remy.
2 seconds later, he walked away.
Okay.
Hi, Remy.
Hi, Remy. Landon, thanks for showing that. Sarah and Celine, did y'all have a question?
So, Kat, she's kind of against me at the moment, but yes.
Love it. She's so cute.
Yeah. Calm down. Okay, hang on.
I love it. All right. I love all of these. Thank y'all so much for showing me your animals. I appreciate it. Okay. Now we're switching really quickly here. So I just wanted to go through some like expectations for live class, but man, that slide was my favorite slide. I love seeing all of your animals. Thank y'all so much for showing me. So for live class, as far as like, if you haven't been here before and you're like, how does live class go? What does it look like? These are just like general guidelines. They're not meant to be harsh. It's just like a framework for, hey, what does live class look like? So for live class, try to be on time. So try to be a few minutes early. That would be awesome. Try to be in a quiet place so that you can concentrate. So you're going to be muted most of the time anyway. So it's more about you being able to focus. Try to find a place where you can concentrate. Come prepared, whatever way that helps you. If you want to have like notes set aside or like a tablet to take notes or on your Chromebook, make sure whatever device you're using is charged. Make sure that you're wearing appropriate clothing if you're going to be on camera. So just keep in mind to wear appropriate clothing. Those are just the basic expectations, like nothing too big for that. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, feel free to message me and I can help you out with like more about what does live class look like. If you unpinned my presentation earlier, make sure you click the pin button again so that it makes it big again. So there's like a pin button that you can click. It looks like a little thumbtack. Okay, so I wanted to give y'all like a glimpse into chemistry to inspire you to get through lesson 3 because y'all are complaining. Y'all are like, lesson 3 is so tough. So let's talk about why chemistry is like just a glimpse into chemistry. So if you're interested,
I haven't gotten through lesson 1.
All right, hey, no problem with that. You're doing great. If you're interested in cooking, if you're interested in makeup or cosmetology, if you're interested in engineering, drug research, pharmacy, like medicine, the medical field in general, yeah, health, the medical field, art, forensic science, like mystery solving for like criminal justice and stuff like that. If you're interested in construction or civil engineering in any way, if you're interested in product design, like in making your own products, like I saw on Xavier's forum that he said that he was like building his own business or like doing different stuff, product design. If you're interested just like in gardening and pottery, like having like nice house plants or whatever, if you're interested in any of these things, then chemistry matters to you. So whether you know it or not, whether you think in your mind, I like chemistry, you don't know it, but you need chemistry, and chemistry does matter to you to some level, to some degree. Okay, so I just wanted to let y'all know chemistry is central to so many things. And so it's worth it to push through on parts that you don't understand, because it will be a really great basis for all of those things that I've mentioned. It's been a basis for me. Like for makeup, I've been able to do a lot more research about like the makeup that I like because I know a little bit more about chemistry and so many more things. So just keep that in mind. So for live class expectations, just for like, I think this was kind of back to the other slide. What I would love from you guys this year with live class is to be muted if you don't have a question or if you're not talking. Like you're totally fine to ask questions and stuff, and I love that. But when you're not talking, then please mute yourself. And I would love it if you participated. So you can chat, you can, respond in any way that you want to, but chat responsibly. So stay on topic for the most part, stay on topic. And chat responsibly, okay? So something that you wouldn't say in class or in front of someone that you respected or your parents, don't send it in the chat. People that are in iSchool are from all different backgrounds, okay? So something that you might think is really funny, but to somebody else, it may not be funny. I mean, everybody is from a completely different background and perspective and viewpoints. And so please be aware that you may think that what you're saying is completely fine, but to somebody else, it might be hurtful or, it might not be taken the same way. Whenever you're reading something in a chat, it might be taken offensively. So just be respectful and communicate well with me. I guess I don't know exactly what I meant by that. I think I was on a train and I forgot what that train was on communication. So hopefully that makes sense to y'all. And as far as grading goes, here's how grading is going to work this year. There are no diamond and emerald courses this year, so it's just chemistry. And this is how the grading gets broken down. Lessons are worth 10% of your grade. So you can, your lessons are worth, last year lessons were not worth any of your grade. This year they are worth 10%, so they matter what your grade is on your lesson. Quizzes are worth 30%. And then tests are worth an entire 60% of your grade. So just keep that in mind. You can do 2 attempts on your own, okay? And then after the second attempt, if you still haven't passed, then just reach out to me and we'll find the best way. But the best way is going to be for you to have an in-class meeting with me. And when I say in-class meeting, I'm just going to go through it with you, and I'm going to make it as quick as possible. You're not going to be in trouble. I'm just going to go through the ones with you because clearly, something isn't really clicking on your own. And so I want to be able to help you a little bit better. So it's only to help you. It's not to get to punish you or to have a consequence. It's just probably the best thing that you probably need, even if you don't want to join class, is just to hear it from somebody else on how you do that thing or what that concept is covering. So on your third attempt, just join my classroom or text me, but really just join my classroom and I'll go through it with you right then and there. And then I'll immediately ungate you and I'll immediately increase your score so that you can move forward. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes, Landon.
I have a question.
Yeah, does it have to do with the grading policy?
No.
Okay, let's wait. After the end, I want to hear your question, but let's make sure that everybody's good on this. Anybody have questions on the grading policy? Okay, awesome. Okay, Landon, I'm going to call on you in just a few minutes, and I want to hear what your question is. So keep it in your mind. Okay, the next thing I want y'all, labs, we'll talk about that in a minute too, Clarence. The next thing I want to talk about is the student growth measure. You'll see it in Unit 2. So I want you to just keep this in your mind, okay? When you get to Unit 2, you're going to see something called the student growth measure. And when you do that, it's like a test. And I want you to do your best. It's okay if you don't know all of the answers. This is supposed to help us. It's going to help us see how you've grown over the year. So we want you to learn the information that's in that, and you are not going to know all of it, if not most of it. You probably will not know it already. So just know that's okay. You're not expected to know that information. You're just expected to do your best. It is not going to hurt your grade, but it's really important to do your best on it because we're using that as data to see how I have done as a teacher. So like if I, if no one does better at the end of the year, then I'm like, okay, maybe I should teach a little bit differently. So it's just to help us understand how to better serve you guys. So don't freak out by it. Don't worry if you don't know all of the answers for the student growth measure. Okay. I just want y'all to know that when you get stuck, I want you to contact me, and you should contact me. If you are failing a lesson and you've tried it once or maybe twice and you've still failed it, you should be contacting me. And I know it's not very fun to do that, but I can send you stuff. If you don't want to have to like come to my classroom, I can send you videos, or I can work through problems with you in my classroom. Like I have students coming often, and I'll just get on a whiteboard and work it with them. But if you are not communicating with me, then you probably are not going to do very well in this course, unless you're just a whiz at chemistry on your own and you're really great at putting together information. If you are not passing your lessons, then you need to be contacting me, or you're setting yourself up for failure later on. Because if you're doing that right now, then think about where you'll be in a month from now or 2 months from now. So don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Just reach out and I'll find the best way to help you. Like if you prefer videos, I'll send those to you. If you prefer one-on-one time, I'll do that with you. So just make sure you're contacting me so that I can best help you and I know your situation. I'm here to help you. Yes, some of y'all have already gotten on top of that. Great job. Here are some resources. So this is why y'all should like save this Google slide deck. This resource folder is going to be updated all year. So if you like organization, click on this and save it to your Google Drive. You can bookmark it or you can add it as a shortcut to your drive. And I'm gonna have resources over Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. I'll put everything in there so that you can access it, okay? Like YouTube videos, handouts, anything that I remember, or like equation sheets or an example problem that I worked out. I'm gonna put them in the resource folder, and then I will also be posting them on my landing page. Okay, so I'll do both. I'll put them in the resource folder and I'll try to post them on my landing page, but the landing page can only fit so much information. So I'm gonna like be updating it as time progresses. And then that's also my YouTube channel. If you wanna click on that and subscribe, you'll see as new videos pop up and you can always go back to it and look at my videos. So if you click on the YouTube link, click subscribe. That way you can find me later and look at my playlist. And I make tutorial videos based on the exact lessons and the exact quizzes and tests that y'all go through. So it should be really helpful for y'all. Does that make sense to y'all? What's my name on my YouTube channel? That's a great question. I think it's just like Rachel Beckham. But click on it and you tell me. I think it should be just Rachel Beckham. That's a great question. Yeah. And then any other questions? Awesome. Y'all are doing so great. Okay. Here is your guide to succeeding in chemistry if you're nervous. Here are some tips that I have noticed when people do well, these are things that they do. And when people do not do well in chemistry, these are things that they do not do or they do. Thank you, Celine. So this is a good guidebook. I want you to just open your mind to it. If you're like, you're not listening to it, open your mind to it, because this will help you be a framework for how to do really well in this course, okay? Read the lessons slowly. Take your time. I know they're long, okay? But don't just try to get through them. Read the lessons slowly while taking notes on the main concepts, not copying word for word, but like writing down things that seem important to you. There is a highlight button in the lesson as well that you can use as a highlighter, but it does help your brain to type something out or write something out. It helps with processing. So typing it or writing it, that the main point is going to help you. Review the resources I provide over each unit. These resources simplify the lessons. I understand that the lessons are really long, and so I make handouts that simplify them for the harder lessons. Like lesson 3, some people wanted a handout for it. I made a handout for it. So review those resources for that. Reach out to me before taking a quiz if you don't understand the lesson. I don't know if y'all know this, but if you come to my classroom and you say, hey, I want to get prepared for the quiz, can we review real quick together? I can do that with you. Or if you take the quiz and you fail it, you can come in and say, hey, I failed the quiz. Can we just go through it together? And then I'll go through it with you, and then I'll increase your score, and then you're automatically good to go. So those are all things that you can do. If you don't understand something, then please just reach out to me and I will help you. Start off doing this, because if you don't, some of y'all are like, oh, I don't want to talk to the teacher. But at least you get to be at home, right? You're at home. You don't have to like come to my office. So all you got to do is just join my classroom, and then you can leave as soon as you're done. Okay. Okay. How many of y'all know how to Control F search? Put like a yes in the chat if you want. Yes, you do. Okay. Control F search. Okay. Control F search helps you to quickly find keywords. Let me tell you, when I take a lesson as a teacher, you know, I as a teacher like can go in and take a lesson. I use Control F all day long. It is like, if you're not using Control F, you need to. It is such a huge lifesaver. So here's how you use it. I want everybody to try it right now on your keyboard. Click the Control button and then click F, one after the other. Click Control and then click F. And you should see a search bar come out. Everybody click it, Control and then F. If you don't know what that is, then try it. The Control button is normally on the bottom left of your keyboard. It's like abbreviated, CTRL, and then F. F stands for find, Control find, right? And then you'll see a little search bar. I think I have a picture here. So look, this is what should come up. You see this picture right here? When you do a Control F search, you should see a bar come up. Then you can type in a word, and guess what? After you type in that word, it will tell you every place that word shows up in the lesson. It is amazing. It's a lifesaver. It's a miracle. And people in regular school who have physical textbooks can't do this. So it's awesome that you have this function, okay? Hold on. Let me go back. So see, like if I type in the word quantity, it'll show every time the word quantity comes up. So when you're on a question and the question asks you something with a keyword, do a Control F search for that keyword. You're allowed to use this when you take quizzes. You can have your lessons pulled up and you can do a Control F search for keywords. Okay, it helps you so much. Yes, Landon.
Class will be over in 1 minute.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all are keeping me on track here. Does Control F search make sense to y'all? All right, if you don't understand Control F, just let me know. Let me see. These are ways that you can connect with me. You can click on this later if you want. But those are just ways that you can connect with me in any way, shape, or form. And then as far as lesson 3, real quick, labs and activities are not graded. Okay, so if you see a lab or an activity in your stream, you don't have to complete it. You can just skip it and it will not contribute toward your grade. Isn't that amazing? It's awesome. It doesn't necessarily tell you in the lesson, but you don't have to do it. Or you can make a 0 on it and it will not hurt your grade. Does that make sense? So you can just skip it completely unless you're interested in it. And then of course you're allowed to do it. It's there for you to be like, if it's interesting to you. So if you see activity or lab, it's not graded. This is what my landing page looks like. You guys, I took a little bit more time on this, so we're not going to go through these questions right now. But these are resources at the end for lesson 3, and then a tutorial video for lesson 3, and then lesson 4, a handout, and then a tutorial video for the handout. So just know if you want to come back to this later, when you get to lesson 3 and lesson 4, you're welcome to look at these to help you get through them. Thank y'all so much for joining. I know that was kind of like a lot of information, so thank y'all. I will see y'all next week, and if you have any questions, you can stick around. I love seeing y'all all today. Yes, Landon, what you got?
Can we do a Kahoot next week?
That would be so fun. I'm going to try to include Kahoots next week. I'll take note of that. I'll try my best. Bye, y'all. Have a great day.
I just saw someone go, Kahoot?
Yeah, people like Kahoot a lot, don't they?